Peace and blessings. Today is Wednesday, February the 14th, and we are studying the Questionnaire and Additional Laws for Moorish Americans, specifically Act number 4. I want to share this morning about a study method, a method of study. How do we go about our study? What is the best way that we acquire knowledge, that we inspect knowledge, that we break down knowledge so that it's easily learned or learned well? Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start by looking at the document. I'm just going to read Act number 4 and say, Act 4, all members, while making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag or speak radically against the church or any member of any organized group, because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So we want to look first, we're going to start by asking questions. Asking questions. That's what you might call a critical analysis. We're going to ask questions. We're going to ask questions such as who, what, when, where, and why. And after we ask questions, we're going to attempt to answer those questions. Following that, we're going to look at the study material in the past or from the past perspective, from the present perspective, and from the future tense perspective to help us better understand the longevity, the history of what we're studying. Lastly, in our study methodology, we're going to define any words that may not be clear to us, any words that we may not understand. We're going to go get the dictionary and look up those words so we can better understand the words, how it's used in context with the rest of the words around it, how it's used in that specific sentence or paragraph. And so we can, again, better have a full understanding of the material that we are studying. So I'm just going to read Act 4 one more time. This is from the Questionnaire and Additional Laws for the Moorish Americans by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Act 4 reads, all members, while up making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag or speak radically against the church or any member of any organized group, because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Let's start with the question who. Who wrote this document? It says at the top, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Let's look at Prophet Noble Drew Ali from the past, present, and future tense. Okay, Prophet Noble Drew Ali was doing his work in the 1920s. So the document is from that era. Today is 2024. The year is 2024. And that is the present. And so how is this document relevant to today? It is still used. It is still circulated. It still helps Moorish Americans to operate and to govern themselves in the temple and out of the temple. Future tense. How will it be used in the future, in the year 2030? Can this document be altered? Is there a method for altering this document, changing this document? I don't have the answer to that. But in the future tense, how can this document be used? Let's look at why was this document created? Why? So we're being inquisitive. We're asking questions. Why was this document created? It says, while up making a public speech, not to use any assertion against 1, American flag, 2, to not speak radically against the church, 3, to not speak radically against any member of any organized group. So in asking why, possibly this was happening. Possibly people were speaking radically against the American flag. Possibly people were speaking radically against the church. Possibly People were speaking radically against organized groups, and possibly that caused problems for Moors and Moorish Americans. So this is just asking why. We can ask when, and we talked about that. What era of time was this from? When? Bringing it up to present, how does it affect us in the present now? How does it affect us in the future? Where was this document created? Where? Well, it was in America. I'm not sure what specific part of America. You may have that answer. What was it designed to do? It was, from my perspective, my analysis, is that it was designed to govern the behavior of Moorish Americans. What was it designed to do? It was designed to help Moorish Americans have a common law, a common agreement by which they could measure the behavior of one another. And if one another were to go outside of that behavior, then they could correct that individual and give that individual understanding of why they should not engage in that type of behavior. And also, it is a corrective document or law where if a person were to continue to violate these laws, then there was justification for removing the person from the society, from social equality. These are studying methods by which we ask questions, by which we gain deeper understanding of the material that we are studying. Lastly, we're going to define any words that may not be clear to you, any word that you don't understand. You want to get a dictionary and look up the word, the different meanings of the word, and look at the meaning in comparison to how it's used in the sentence and the paragraph. For example, assertion. What does assertion mean? ASSERTION. What does assertion mean? In addition, what does radically mean? Radically. RADICALLY. What does radically mean? So this is just us studying Act number 4 from the Questionnaire and Additional Laws for Moorish Americans by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Peace and blessings.